Howdy, hi everybody. Welcome back to another Danganronpa Antebellum lockdown video. Today we are going to be resuming the rest. Wait, I have a party. Oh. I mean, yeah, as I was saying, we're going to be resuming the rest of Chapter 2, Daily Life. I forgot what the objective was now since I ended off the video a little bit early since I was tired and it was late at night, but, let me think. Last time we got chewed out by Takiko for calling her, Akari. I think we have to go to the dorms, don't we? What do we have to do? Ah!
Shit. Zeke.
What are you looking for? Salt. Any of you happen to know where it is? Have you checked the shakers? Duh. First place I checked, but there ain't none in there. I need more. It's almost out.
No.
Salt's kinda bad for you. Go easy on it, okay? It's literally a mineral. They're like healthy or whatever. Oh well. Besides, I'm not even eating, so it doesn't really matter. What are you, my mom or something? I just need to know where I can get some sauce out of the shakers.
Well, now.
Well, growing up, my salt shakers seemed to fill them on their own. Besides, I hardly entered the kitchen. That's the cook domain. My dad always sorted out the kitchen, but I couldn't tell you. One seemed to fill up here about a month ago. So I think the cat was doing it. No, that was me. I was filling it up. Have none of you ever really seriously refilled a salt shaker? There's always salt in there. I never really needed to. Well, there's more salt in just big bags of on the far left of the catboard, alright? Just go easy on it, okay? Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna self-harm myself with it.
Shit.
Oh my god, I accidentally clicked on him.
What?
Like, genuinely, what were you supposed to do earlier? Yeah, I have no clue what we gotta do right now. Guys, this is what happens when you save and don't follow the story. Amelia's not in her office. You three. Can we help you at all? No, we're fine. We're just helping Taka. What with?
Yep.
Just some things you assigned him to do, like finding some books. Well, I suppose that's fine. I wonder what he's doing now.
Dr. Elenius.
He told us you gave him other tasks to do. That's why he told us to help us with this one. Is he just skipping work? Well, perhaps he needed some time to complete his dare. I promise you, he's very much already completing his dare. I guess maybe he thinks he's a big shot now that he's working for you a while. The assistant becomes assistant manager. He's really climbing the corporate ranks, huh? Hey, what does that make me? Not even an intern. Now can you please pass me that cathode? You're the boss. Oh, I keep on doing this. Alright. I'm just gonna go around, because apparently we need books. That's concerning. Oh, well. We can worry about that later. If someone's getting hurt, we should probably try to help somehow. I feel uncomfortable entering if we're just overreacting. That would be unseemly and quite embarrassing, I imagine, for whoever's involved. You two are free to investigate. I'll just meet you at the library, alright? Alright, stay safe, is mean. You two, just come if you need help. Let's go inside. I don't want to waste any time. Right. I'm here if you need, alright? It's my job after all. Are you sure? Of course, Akari. Let's go inside. I don't want anyone else getting hurt.
It's so dark in here. The light isn't even on. Hello? Hello? Is everything okay? It sounds like it's coming from the girls section. I'll just have a look. You stay out here.
Alright, just let me know if you need anything.
Asuka! Oh my god. Hey. Hey.
Is everything okay? I'm coming over! Asuka.
I don't know what to say.
Please. Please don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. It's never worth it.
W voice acting?
I know. Suki. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate the taste in my mouth. I hate feeling so small. I hate how quickly this puts me right back to when I was a kid, doing those stupid photo shoots. I don't want to be small. I don't want to be weak. I don't want to have to second guess everything I eat again. I just want to be the person people can rely on. I tried to be that in prison, but I'm so scared, Taki. I don't want to be seen as unreasonable. Cause if I'm not helping people, who is? Suki, you don't have to carry that burden alone. You always say that, but when you do, it always means just taking it on yourself. It's always all or nothing with you, and you're always so quiet about it. You never stand up for yourself. Or when you do, it's always way too late, and it just explodes out. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to make things harder for anyone here, but I don't want to betray what I think is right and wrong. I hate being this biased. I hate wanting to forgive him. I hate all of these decisions. All this pretending I don't know how miserable you are so we can just keep going the way things were. All this acting dumb. All this, she's probably just not hungry. It's just for her dare. I just want everyone to be okay. Suki. I'm so sorry. Huh? What do you... I've been horrible too. I just used my dare yesterday as an excuse to let everything out. I had no idea you were hurting this much. I was so focused on myself, on constantly feeling like I'm no one's first choice, that I took it out on you. And that wasn't fair. I'm the one that should be sorry, Taki. I had no idea how much you were hurting. I just kept shrugging it off, downplaying it. I I kept telling myself you could deal with it yourself. I've been awful to you. I knew it. I knew it would hurt you if I ran off with Taka after everything I told you about him. But I did it anyway because I missed him.
Suki, I wasn't hurt because you wanted to hang out with other people. I was hurt because I knew how much he'd hurt you. I never wanted to see you be hurt. I couldn't understand why you were doing that to yourself. But in the process, I've just hurt you more, haven't I?
I can't hold it against you. I can't imagine what this last month has been like for you. Taki. No. Kiko. I'm so worried about you. I'm so worried about how distant you've been, about how much you leave on those plates. It all reminds me a lot of when I was younger. And I don't want anyone else I care about to go through the same kind of suffering I did.
I hate the audience. I hate them so much. Why do they get the right to say that I'm awful when all I was trying to do was feel like I had some sort of control for once? I don't get it. I hated feeling weird out. I hated feeling hurt. I hated feeling like there was no way out. I just wanted to feel like if something happened, I wouldn't just have to take the hurt for once.
These voice actors have bills, oh my god.
But doing that has just gotten me hurt all over again. It's taken away everything. My career's over. My life is over. Sachi is homeless. And it's all that stupid audience's fault. But if no one here was going to care about me, if I was going to be second place to everyone, or just someone to use as a cheap replacement for a person they care more about, it's even more stupid. I wanted the audience to like me. And it was really the only thing I had control of. My body, that is. It's the only thing I have left that's entirely mine. Everything else is commercialized. Perfectly controlled by my agency. Manufactured. Malleable based on what's needed in the moment. Or taken away from me by this stupid person. I thought if I just lost a few more pounds, if I just looked smaller, weaker, if they could see how much I was hurting, then maybe some of them would spare me some pity. Maybe some of them would care. Maybe some of them would love me. Maybe some of them would see how close I am to my breaking point.
Kiko! Oh, Kiko! You have no idea. You don't need the approval of some stupid strangers you've never met. I love you so much, Kiko. I haven't connected with a friend on this level in so long. I want you to be okay. You deserve to be okay. We deserve to be okay. None of us deserve to be here. This world is cruel and hard, and maybe it's not made for people like us. But we can live in spite of it all. We can make our own corner of the world where we can finally just relax and be ourselves.
The sad thing about all this is that the audience is just riled for moments like these because they know the moment they get their hopes up, it all just comes crashing down whenever someone gets murdered.
And I promise, when you're able to be yourself, I won't see you as any cheap copy or fill-in for anyone. I'll just see you as you, and you'll be the most beautiful person in the world. I can't wait to meet you.
Suki.
I know. I don't care. I don't make you feel any worse than you currently are. That wouldn't be fair on you, or Akari. Thank you. I should also apologize to you. I admit, I was only following you around today because I thought I could do my dare on you, but I don't think I can now. Not to anyone. Not after my chat with Sugi. I can't do that to anyone. But that means your truth. I know, but that's okay. My career is over if I get out of here anyway. You probably think it's deserved, but I'm just used to trying to appeal to people who don't really care about me. And that's pretty silly to keep doing, huh? So, let whatever they want to get out about me. Let people hate me. Let's see how shallow and narrow-minded everyone is. If that's what you're happy doing, then don't let me stop you. Take care, okay? You two stay safe. I don't want you getting hurt.
You mean?
Shinku, you have to come out quickly.
Hold on!
Is everything alright? No time to explain. It's Maiko. We need her help. She's in the infirmary. Maiko? What? Just come, quickly.
Dear.
Are you doing any better? Has it stopped bleeding?
Oh.
I think. Yeah?
Maiko.
What happened? Are you okay, Maiko? I'm sorry, Shishi. I know I pinky promised I wouldn't need the help, but you don't really need the help. I don't want to be a bother if it's nothing serious. This means seemed pretty panicked. Really? I'm fine. It's just nothing but a scratch. We're carving a Y into your skin. What? I didn't go through with it, I swear! I didn't want to in the first place, but... Hey, it's okay. I was just really scared what people would think of me if the truth came out tomorrow. I was scared you would all stop being so kind to me. I promise, no matter what happens, no matter how bad the secret is for you, we're not gonna let you get hurt. But I'll just end up hurting others. I always do, I really tried. I really did. I really tried to do it, but I couldn't. I only got one letter deep when Ismin found me crying. I'm such a failure. Don't say that. Huh? You're not a failure for doing something the game told you to do. You're definitely not a failure for not being able to fully go through with it. I'm just glad you're okay. You did give me a scare, my goodness. I was glad I patched you up when I did. Was it serious? Not really. This stuff is just touchy for me. At least they worry when I see anyone hurting themselves. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to. I thought I'd be quick. But I didn't want to see her name on me. For so long, she was everything to me, but... That wasn't great, was it? Wait. I based so much on my self-worth on her for so long, it wasn't fair on her. I think I'll always miss her, but doing this dare is going to make me seem more weird to her. Okay, we're almost on the right track here. She was just everything I wasn't. Slim, pretty, made for TV. She could make friends way faster than I could. She never struggled with school. She seemed like on a whole level than I am. I guess by putting so high on the pistol and convincing myself I was nothing compared to her, I made her feel less and less of a person to me and more of an icon. Maybe that's why I felt so comfortable doing what I did to her. I stopped seeing her as human. Or maybe you just stopped seeing yourself as less than human because you weren't different than what you thought you were meant to be. I guess that's kind of it. I've always been a bit hopeless. I just felt so different from everyone else. I think some people are just different if you want my opinion. And those differences can be used to cause great harm or do great good. Only you can decide what you do with it. Just don't harm yourself over it. Please. I know recognizing your flaws can be hard, but it's good in the long run, I promise. Once you recognize them, you can start to work on them. I just don't know where to start. If you guys weren't treating me like this, being kind, this whole thing would feel like the end of the world. I just know it. Oh, I'm sure it does. Because in a sense it is. Okay, wow, that's not reassuring. I'd feel awful for a while. You'll feel awful for a while. It absolutely will. You'll love yourself deeply. You'll lash out at the others. You'll hate yourself and isolate yourself from everyone in hopes of no one having to deal with you. This is really not helping? But no matter how bad things get, someone will always come along one day and stretch their hand out to you and want you to do better. It's up to you to get yourself to a point where you feel confident you can take it in without digging your nails in. Huh. Then things will start to feel better. Losing one person doesn't mean you lost your whole world. Also, if I'm being more blunt, it's not worth to engage in the cat's nonsense. Everyone has already seen the worst of you with your crime reveal, I assure you. I just don't know why you're being so kind to me now. They could have asked an apology for how I acted before your attempt. I took it too far, I'm sorry. I made you feel awful and I can't do anything about that now. But at least I can give you a little nudge to be more considerate, even if you are corrupt. Wait, so you also skipped your dare today as again as... No, absolutely not. Not after the humiliation of yesterday. If it makes you feel better, I also thought about having a her... Now, do you want us to help you take you back to your cell, Michael, or do you want us to keep you an eye on you here? If you're offering to walk me back, I'd really appreciate it if you're not busy. I need some time to think for a bit. Sure, we can always look for some books later. No need, I found a myriad of books that might be useful. You found all those that quickly? Oh my gosh, that's better. You underestimate my understanding of the Dewey Decimal System. It's simply unmatched. Prefer the Nippon decimal classification makes more sense to me, but I can't deny it has roots. I like the manga section where they have all the sell the plushies and trading cards. That's very nice, Michael. Anyways, we can drop these off with Laura all the way into the common room. Let's get moving. Hey, when Ismin has good points. Now, let's settle down and be reasonable. We're all friends here, no?
No.
Wang, it has been 1 day since we let you out of confinement. Do you understand how bad acting out looks for you? Hey, come on, I was hardly acting out. I was just being curious and wanted a small peek. You asked me about this stuff should be public knowledge. Is one to know such things really a crime?
Girl, what?
You could have just asked. Going away to steal the blueprints just reeks of suspicion. I'm sorry, what did you do? Kid, you can back me up here. Your town is deal with libraries and stuff, right? Everyone's got the right to education, no? I hardly see how that's relevant to this. Wang, you went out of your way to steal blueprints I mapped out of the whole prison sewage system. I cannot see how that thing would be useful to you unless you're planning to do something dangerous. It's just innocent curiosity, I assure you. You can't be serious about where that stuff goes when you flush it. Well, maybe I'll try to formulate my own escape plan, huh? Then maybe doesn't fill me with much confidence on that one. If you're interested in helping, I'd rather you come back to me directly than go behind my back and potentially damage my work. Doing it like this is not doing anything for my perception of you. Oh, dog, I've been nothing on but good on behavior up until this point. Cut me some slack. Once again, you've been out of confinement for a few hours and most already just starting this stuff. Wait, I'm inclined to believe it isn't as bad as it looks. Why exactly do you think that? I don't mean to be rude, but I believe some of you may have forgotten the correct motive. Wait, right! It could just be despair! Well, no, that couldn't be the case. Right, that's most likely the case. I apologize, I got ahead of myself. Don't you even sweat, it happens to the best of us. It's kind of stupid. I know we can't say our dares, but there's so many ways around this rule, may as well not exist. I'll let this slide this time because of the new circumstances. Please just give me back the blueprints. All yours. I owe you one, Toots. Huh? Oh, you're so, welcome. It's hard to believe he acts like this at 35. He's quite the character. Something about this just doesn't sit right with me, though. I'll get him back to his cell for the rest of the night and have someone watch him this time. I'll let him out again tomorrow, but I'd rather let him not be wandering around at night at least. Yeah, that seems sensible. Oh, right, Laura. Here are the books you asked Takehiro to get. Oh, that's quite a few. That I can see. I'm gonna be taking these back to the lab. Chateau, can you pick up the blueprints and take them there too? Thank you. You're the boss. Crap. Hey, give me that back. What is this? Just some painkillers, it's not... Chateau. Who on earth gave you these? I know very well you can access some nonsense yourself. Hey, I know you'd like to be harsh, but you can't let her have them. But I promise you, these are not painkillers. They're just treatments. Oh. I'd assume we agreed not to let her get access to any of this. You're crazy? I've actually stopped functioning. Do you want me to go cold turkey? Are you insane? I want to know something. This is hardly helping. Since when are you a doctor? Surely you can understand how severe this is. I'm sorry, we're in a killing game. It's not exactly your best being inside a rehab center, is it? Going like this, die. You think I don't already know that? Why, can you stop carelessly disregarding your own life for 5 minutes? Nice. Why do you even care? You don't even like me. You're just acting like you care because of your dare or whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't know why anyone hurting themselves like this. There's no way to live your life. Sure, you're capricious, obnoxious, lazy, disrespectful, and have no regard for anyone, including yourself. Does that mean you should die? But that does not mean you should die. You don't deserve to feel small, like they have no choice, like they have no other option. That includes you. And it's frustrating how you keep running around and destroying yourself and others just because you realize that's how you are. It's entirely the value to yourself. You're to act like there's no way, because you're scared of change. Stop this nonsense, Lila. You make excuses to stay in your misery and keep acting like there's no way out. The only one you tricked is yourself, thinking that this is some big romantic strategy. Quite it's just sad and pathetic. Wise people like you try to make things you care so little of yourself. It's ridiculous. Maybe that was a little too harsh. No, she's running out of money. God, jeez. I think I'm gonna go. Laura's probably waiting. Hey, she didn't mean... Thank you, is sighing. Please, don't stop doing that. Doing what? Saying it exactly how it is, as it is. It's gonna be okay, is. I know, let's get Michael back to her cell. Okay, sorry if I caused an extra hassle. That's fine, really.
Dear.
Are you gonna be okay on your own? You're not gonna attempt that silly little dare again, are you? Yeah, I should be fine, really. Don't worry about me. I think I'm a little too much of a scaredy cat to do my dare anyways. Besides, I couldn't live with that reminder of her on me. I'm just scared, but you guys are gonna think it tomorrow when my truth comes out.
Of course.
No matter what it is, we'll talk through it and try to understand, okay? Okay, you promise. I promise Dr. Alienist will make sure of it. Okay, if you're sure. Thank you for helping me. Really, you guys just keep being so nice to me. I'm really not used to this. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it eventually ends. Sorry, just think it out loud. Sorry. I'll stop bothering you to head to my cell now. Thank you once again, really.
Christ.
You okay? Yes, I'm just not good at this sort of thing. With what? People harming themselves. When I see people do that, turn to that, it just reminds me of Koda. When I saw him hooked to all those machines, I felt angry, frustrated, mainly at the repressor, but also I was angry at myself. I was so frustrated at myself for not saying anything, for not doing anything sooner, for not saying the right things. When I saw Mike go with that cut, I just thought maybe this time I could help in a way that wouldn't cause more pain. So you did care about him? God, I tried to convince myself. I didn't. To make this awful thing in my chest go away, but shouldn't have. It was foolish. I'm glad none of you listened to me when I was spewing all that nonsense about picking him during the hostage motive. I was angry, upset. I was blaming my friends because it was easier than acknowledging I hurt them most. I'd hurt them almost as much as the hopeful first. I can't bet. It was easier than admitting I was entirely responsible for my loneliness. But I've never really realized you can say your own fantasies, your own narratives you can construct to make them prove more palatable. Really, an often hard stomach is all we have to live with. You're so ridiculous. Why am I yawning so much? It's only 5:32. Well, we've all seen what can happen. You see as your second chance, don't you? Don't act oblivious. What sees how you look at her, like you're looking for someone else in their smile. You look at her like you're staring at a ghost. I just don't want the same thing to happen again this meeting. If I just let it happen once more, I could have lived for myself. Just don't be stupid. That in itself is a fantasy. She's her own person with her own mistakes. Playing house with her isn't going to go well for either of you. It is. You can trust me. I promise I'm not stupid. Besides, we promised each other we wouldn't give into this game, would we? I suppose you're just trying to make sure she doesn't harm herself. But I can't fault you for it. Anyway, I'm rather fatigued. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna excuse myself for a while. Take care, Riz. See you later. Free time. Why is there high key no music? Alright. Why is bro camping in front of my dorm? I will never know. Gotta find Lyra. She's been showing me nothing but major death flags. There she is. Chose the entirely wrong dialogue option. I didn't imagine you'd be so receptive. It's like you realize something while listening to it all. Yeah, I guess it was something like that. I mean, I've just been going about how things would usually end my verdict since I figured if I crashed and burned, it would be on my own fault, you know? No one really cared all that much. Well, maybe aside from Zeke, but I guess it was almost nice to be called out. Now I think if I died, anyone would want to die with me. God, this is stupid, never mind. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. I think I've done enough work. I like that. This might be the final free time event, you never know. So, like, you're just gonna stand there like a dog inspecting a treat or something, or... Sorry, I just spaced out for a moment there. Yeah, you did that a lot. It's like you got lost in some integral thought monologue. It's a little weird. Whoa. Anyways, why do you want to hang out again? Just want to check up on you after your verdict. We haven't really talked recently, and I just want to see how you're feeling about it, okay? Or... Yeah, I mean, it's not really much of a big deal, is it? I got exactly what I asked for, told exactly what I know about myself. I didn't really have to think about it at all. Okay, but it isn't really self-reflection if you're just going the way things are on your own. Yeah, well, I know I'm a bad person. I don't need to feel anything about it. I've said it before and just always say it again. This is a murder stream prison, not exactly the prime conditions for self-improvement, is it? If I got worthy, then, like, maybe I'd think about how on earth I managed to trick that many people, but I didn't, so... You keep acting like that, but I think you already forgot why you only got corrupt on a very slim margin. Only half the audience believe you could do better. No, they didn't. The numbers don't lie. That's not the point. They thought I was worthy because I'm a conventionally attractive girl in my 20s that they find pretty. They take one look at the eyeshadow and the sunglasses and think, oh, she's too young to know any better. She's just doing what she had to. No one got that hurt. Or they acknowledge I did bad, but don't care because I'm hot. Because they want me to like them. You really think that? If somebody like Fu did what I did, suddenly everyone would be so concerned with all the victims and poor people he hurt and exploited. And it pisses me off, honestly, because they assume I was far too dumb to know what I was doing. And I wasn't. I was fully aware of what I was doing, who I was hurting, and how bad it got. But if you were that aware, then why do you keep doing it? Because it was easy, I guess. It was just the way I lived. I figured it tough long enough to get the easy way out. I don't want to be the, oh, woe is me, but the world hasn't been exactly so kind to me either, so it felt nice being able to give a big middle finger back to the world. Be the one screwing up people for once. Christ, you're really not doing your own perception any favors here. I really don't know how this is meant to make you look any more redeemable. Well, duh. I don't want to look redeemable. I want people to look past the tacky eyeshadow, the smoke, the low-cut top. I want to force them to look at me for what I've done. If that many people were still deceived by me, we'd have the whole vote cut that close, and I got to shove it in people's faces. If it takes blatantly avoiding my verdict, using Zeke to get what I want, having to blah blah blah, then I'm gonna have fun doing it. This feels like a lot to prove a point. And maybe, but Zeke has got to keep himself company after all of that. Now I want to grovel and beg for food. It's a win-win if you ask me. And the relationship part? Oh, what? You jealous? Absolutely not. Well, if the whole audience is gonna box us and decide me and him aren't gonna be seen together, we'll be together, you know? Besides, I'm sure it'll be pissing off the suckers in the audience who hope their magic worthy vote might have saved me and maybe feel so indebted to them with no way to be that obscene. No, I know, it's just cute to see you get all flustered about it. Shut up, you're impossible. I'll get all of this, but isn't this just ensuring your reputation will be entirely burnt to the ground by the time we get out? You seriously think we're getting out of this place? I trust Dr. Alienus. She's been working hard for 2 months. And any sign of progress? No. And even if she was able to find a way out of this dump, I think all of our reps are already pretty in shambles. They all know we're criminals. And now it's basically out. My talent is a sham, so like, okay, what am I meant to do? Those peaks screwed me over with that deal. I can't complain. I'm the one who sold out. Well, I'm pretty messed up for them to mail me, you know? So anyways, if I'm going out the way, I'm going out my style. I'm gonna have fun with it. What else do I have to lose? I don't know, but surely there's a better option than whatever this is. If I wanted to go, I wanted to grovel. I could make myself look weak, small, and pitiable. I could cry crocodile tears so I didn't, and act like I didn't feel so guilty. I could act like I was stupid, like I didn't know what I was doing, that I'm a stupid pretty girl who was going on with whatever the other guys wanted, that I was a victim of circumstance. And people would forgive me. If you actually make yourself look small and available and fixable enough, people will turn a blind eye so they can feel good and so responsible when you're fixed. I've done it countless times before. You know how it made me feel, Shinku? Relieved? Like shit. I was just degrading myself. I should destroy myself and bury everything away half decent about myself for someone to arbitrarily decide I'm going to be good on something. There's nothing to worry about. I shouldn't have to deal with the guilt that I'm just lying and manipulating people to know that I'm thinking I'm recovered when I know I'm just going to mess up and relapse down the line, because I always do. And have to deal with everyone acting so disappointed in me, like we didn't know this was both going to happen. God, it's like back inside a hell's peak with mental. Oh. So yeah, I'm not doing that. No thanks, I'm good, man. I'm gonna die soon anyways, so I might as well have people see me for what I really am. But is this really just you degrading yourself in some sort of different way to prove your point, Lyra? Guess we'll never know. Was this my first social link with her? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself.
It should have been May. God damn it. As messy as it was, he had a family to get back to. A family he wanted to get back to. He had a life outside of here with meaning, purpose. He wasn't just chasing fame. He used to talk about me coming over to his family's farm after the game, trying his mom's cooking. Sitting around the table and getting me to eat vegetables for once. Said if he couldn't convince me, then his mom would. That I'd better be on my best behavior so she'd consider me a nice young man or whatever. And you know what I was thinking the whole time, Shinku? I was thinking that it could happen. But I also knew, even if I wasn't around, that he'd still be able to go home and have that dinner. Deal with his dad. Maybe he'd even be able to stand up and fix things for once. That he could go on after this and live a better life. I figured, hey, even if I kicked the bucket, at least it wouldn't be someone like Mint. Someone who's got shit going on out there. I figured a whole lot of stupid shit for someone I'd only met a month prior. I guess it just felt like I'd known him longer. When he died, it really felt like we lost something, you know? I hate that he died a victim. It just made everyone assume he was weak, helpless, that he had no will of his own, that this was inevitable, a sacrifice. I hated how it seemed like I was the only person who actually knew who we'd lost. Everyone else seemed to think he was something he was not. It felt unfair. It pissed me the hell off. Even weeks after, I thought, the feeling would subside, but I just kept on seeing reminders he was gone. I saw that stupid bitter tea he made me by my bedside. His cell got locked off. The courtyard started getting all overgrown. I couldn't stand it. So I tried to at least make things right. So I didn't have to think about it. I started cutting down the courtyard, pushing it back a bit, putting it back to how he left it. And when I was chopping down the overgrowth, I found his grave, his killers, and a whole bunch of flowers by it. Someone had been leaving them for weeks. So, tell me, Who are you here to mourn? Go on. Don't be shy.
Zeke.
Say it. It's one word. Should be easy to say.
Listen,
If you don't see it as a problem, it should be easy to admit.
Please, just...
No reason to hesitate, is there?
This is low-key about to crash out.
Who are you here to mourn?
Ezekiel, I know you're hurting right now, and...
God, you're impressive, Sam. Every single time I think you couldn't piss me off more, you somehow find a way. You're here nearly every single day, disrespecting his goddamn memory and treating his killer like a saint. And making a million excuses to why it's alright to do, why he was a good person. Are you joking? He was a murderer. He let Mint die a long, agonizing death because he was a coward. And you're still gonna stand here and act like you gave a shit about Mint? Don't make me laugh. You don't know the first thing about him. If you're idealizing his killer this much, I don't even want to know what you've warped Mint into being in your mind. If you're so obsessed with that coward, I could kill you here and bury you right next to him.
Wait, please!
Get the hell out of here.
We all miss Mint.
Hello, my lovely prisoners. It's midnight, which marks the end of our second day of Truth or Dare. Having fun? Enjoying yourself? Well, yesterday, Shinku, Takiko, Alora, Molly, and Fu didn't complete their dares. Therefore, they've all chosen to have their truths revealed instead. Only 5? Seems like more and more people are doing their dares. Starting to have some stuff you don't want revealed coming out. Well, I suppose it's not surprising how many of you have some major skeletons in your closet, considering you're all criminals. But still, speaking of those skeletons, let's get to revealing those truths. Starting with Prisoner 01, Shinku Kutsuki. On an alternative account, Shinku writes harsh, often bordering on bullying, reviews for fanfiction and media he's interested in, or of his own novels. Many of these fanfictions are written by children. God, what is he, 14? That's pretty pathetic if you ask me. I don't know about those kids, but if I found out Shinku Kutsuki himself was seriously criticizing my ex-reader fanfiction, I'd probably kill myself! Now on to Prisoner 04, Takiko Uchiyama, whose second truth is... Takiko has an eating disorder she has no intention of recovering from. The malnourishment helps her seem younger and aids her image. As a result of this, she holds harsh and judgmental views on anyone overweight. Well, really makes you think how genuine her friendship was with Prisoner 12 then, doesn't it? Anyway, on to our favorite biochemist, Prisoner 06, Alora Oenius. Her first truth was such a nothing burger. Let's hope this second one is more interesting. For the sake of her career and parents' reputation, Alora consistently endorses a piece of psychology research that resulted in the abuse and neglect of her twin sister, who she helped cover up the existence of.
Oh.
Now that's juicy. Her perfect reputation isn't looking so squeaky clean now,
I think that's genuinely career ending.
But I'm interested to see how she'll try to dismiss and downplay it tomorrow at those little meetings she's made everyone go along to. If they'll even want to follow her lead after this has come out. Now, Prisoner 12, Molly Yuzuki, what exactly was your truth today? You certainly tried to do your dare, but just couldn't go through with it at the end. That seems to be how it is for a lot of things with you, huh? Molly used to obsessively follow lol cows and read hate forums on them to make herself feel like she was a better person comparatively. Well, guess if you were on the hate forums anyway to harass Yui's competition, you might as well get the most of it, huh? I wonder what the forums are saying about you now. Your threads must be a gold mine. And last and honestly probably least, we've got Prisoner 9, Fu Wang. Gosh, all that fuss about letting him out of his cell so he can do his dares, and he didn't even do his? What a poser. Anyway, his second truth is Fu has ruined a small rural community through endorsing and organizing a marketing campaign that made them entirely reliant on products that were unhealthy, processed, and lacked proper nutritional value.
I'll be so real, he does not care about this being revealed.
This resulted in the community developing several health issues that they were unable to treat properly due to their limited access to healthcare, as the nearest hospital wasn't for miles and was incredibly expensive.
Who
Holy
does not care,
shit.
bro?
And that's just a random truth? Not just his crime? How can it get worse than that? It's only day 2! Well, we'll see if you still want to keep him out of his cell after learning about that. For now, I'll let you get back to bed. See you bright and early tomorrow, prisoners, for our 3rd day of Truth or Dare!
You used to include characters based off of people you didn't like in your class in your novels, often killing them off in brutal and twisted ways for catharsis.
Alright, that's low-key, like, pretty lighthearted. So it means we're a pretty weird kid.
Hey, I changed the names at least. I hope the dare isn't too bad. Avoid Prisoner 12 for the entire day. Do not talk to her alone, and ignore her if she tries to speak with you. Oh. Dr. Elenius.
Katsuki.
You're up early. Something the matter? No, I just thought I'd clear my head. What did you got there?
Takahiro made me this.
Is that...
Yes. It's a doll. He gave it to me yesterday. As a way to say thank you for giving him a second chance. He told me that there's nothing wrong with having a few embarrassing hobbies here and there. And while I might not have my full collection here, he wanted to try making this place nicer for me. Like I've made it nicer for everyone.
He really said all of that?
More or less. Although I subtracted his usual Taka-isms. For the sake of brevity.
Huh. That's really sweet, actually.
Takahiro is quite the handful, but he does have his moments. I really needed this when he gave it to me. I'm grateful, honestly.
Have you been alright? I mean...
If you want the truth, Kutsuki, I really do want to keep everyone here safe. That's my highest priority. I know it's unlikely I can do anything to save everyone here, but if I can, I want to. I know some of the people here likely don't deserve that, but I do want them all to be breathing at the end of this. I'm not making as much progress procuring an exit as I'd like to be, though. And as the motive gets more severe, I doubt my efforts to keep everyone reasonable and collaborative throughout it will be much help to resolve conflict. Especially as information comes out about me, I'm sure the others will start to trust me less and less. I'm tired, Kutsuki. I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. Delaying the inevitable, that is.
Dr. Elenius.
I want to save everyone. It's like there's this little, illogical, emotional, childish voice in my head who wants everyone to be okay, whether or not they deserve it. Whether or not it's possible. And it's silly. Because being logical, I know that can never happen. I know I'm just stalling, buying time at best. And yet, seeing that others hold that same childish belief, that same desire, and that they genuinely trust I can make it possible, it brings me hope. It gives me the energy to keep going. Even if there's only a small, tiny, insignificant chance that everything will turn out all right. Isn't that chance still worth chasing?
I've had that pressure placed on me for as long as I can remember. I brought it in early. But thank you for your concern. I'm not good at expressing it, but it does mean a lot to me. I think all of this means a lot more than you let on. Aww. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I know. But personal bias always seems to complicate things, thus I try to disconnect. Treat this like it's just work. It's safe that way, but it's undeniable at this point that I care. And that does terrify me, quite frankly. Huh? I'll never be able to forgive myself if I fail, if I let them get hurt. So we won't let that happen. No matter what happens, no matter what roadblocks are in the way, I just have to keep on moving. We have to keep on moving. I suppose you're right. The others should be arriving soon for the morning meeting. We should get ready. Of course, I apologize if my truth has sounded your opinion of me. Same here, but being unreasonable about these secrets isn't what the game wants, isn't it? So even with added context that doesn't help it, it won't let me think anything less of you. Thank you, Kutsuki. Oh, and one last thing before the others arrive. Hey! I apologize if you want any chocolate or anything. I don't have any, but I've been counting the days since our last confirmed point, Yusuke's birthday. Today marks Valentine's Day. I know it doesn't particularly change anything, but it's at least nice to know at the time. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Do you have anyone special in your life? Not in traditional sense. I've never been one for relationships, but yes, I have someone I do care about and quite a bit that counts. It's for them as well as I want everyone to be safe. In my eyes, the greatest form of showing your love for someone is by helping them live their life to the fullest, however you can. Perhaps in a way, continuing to find a way will get us all out, despite it being practically impossible. It's my form of a Valentine's gift to everyone. That's really nice, Dr. Alienus. It's oddly sweet coming from someone like you. I think it's perfectly natural design. Audience is very hard out.
Fuck off.
I'm just here for answers. What are all those truths about? Yeah, some of them really do take a real step up from being embarrassing self-insert fanfiction and doll collecting. I appreciate everyone's questions that they liked answered, but let's be reasonable here. Try to take things one at a time. Let's do it like how we did last time and start with Kutsuki. Oh, so now you're just stalling. Real reason.
Oh, no, no,
Hey,
no!
I trust in Lori. There must be an explanation. I'm sure she'll share it when she gets around to her. This is just her method for now. There must be a reason for it. Besides, the quicker we're done with it, the quicker we can get on with our days. Thank you, Takahiro. First and foremost, do you have any questions for Kutsuki?
Is that all?
Not particularly. It's normal to criticize the work of children. They'll never learn if you don't. It is?
Hey! So
Yeah,
not
it's totally
cool!
normal. If they can make fun of my characters, I can make fun of theirs.
I need a drink.
Jesus Christ. Well, I don't particularly agree with him doing it, but at the very least, it was under an alternative account. If you did it on your primary account, I'm sure it would trigger harassment. Yeah, it was under my alt. Don't worry, guys. I don't even know what an alt for this fic fan shit is. No crap, Sam said to it. Doesn't surprise me he's tipped to bullying children either. He's too weak to hold his judgment against anyone his own age because he's got to punch down. Coward-like.
Girl, what?
You just bragged to me about last night how you beat a kid in the cook. Yo! Yo! I didn't want to make anyone upset. I guess I got frustrated at how many people misinterpret my ideas for characters. Sounds silly, but I put myself in stories and themes. Blah blah blah.
Artistic integrity of my works.
Of course, I probably went a little bit too far with it. If it's just for fiction, I don't particularly care. I mean, yeah, it's pretty weird, but I mean, it's pretty a non-issue compared to all the other stuff that came out. Let's move on to Ushiyama's. Now, I know some of you have your own reservations about her, but I'd like to approach this issue with sensitivity and grace. Please, if you can, I don't know why we need to talk about it. Oh, so we're all about like that, huh? I'm not sure what you mean. You're joking. She's been starving herself half to death for the last month. Isabel's already dumped all her leftovers to her room to teach her a lesson. I didn't know that she was... You're only pretending to feel bad now because it'll look bad if you don't. I had no idea really. I just... Sorry, Takahiro. I just wanted to realize how severe your crime is. I didn't know you... I'm sorry. Why on earth are you apologizing? It's not like your fault you had to look like that. I mean, at least we know what now so we can help you. You just have to find some food you like in. Are you insane? I was just trying to... My entire career is built on the fact that I look like this. That I look young and small, easily approachable. When people are at their lowest moments, I don't want someone big and strong to drag them down right out of light. They want someone small, gentle, on their level to take their hand and coax them out of something they can't possibly have. I've always had to be weak. That's what sells. If I don't have my looks, if I can't help people, if I'm not up to my agency standards, then I'm worthless. Tacky. I get it. I feel slightly similar. Huh? When you're famous and constantly on the screen, constantly being watched, your worth is determined by how many numbers you can bring in. And the way to bring in numbers for me was turning up my personality to the max, selling an exaggerated version of myself until the lines between me and the Takahiro blurred completely. I still don't really know what I have inside of that, but I feel that's why I hurt my staff so carelessly. It made me feel like I had some sense of control over what was happening. That I was on the top somehow, that I wouldn't get so easily discarded if the numbers started failing. I imagine it's similar why you sent your fans to... No. We're completely different situations. I understand if it's hard to believe now, but going along like this isn't sustainable. I can't believe in good conscience to leave like this. So I'll be keeping an eye on your meals from now on, Uchiyama. We can work together and negotiate something that works. But it's the only thing I... Please. Alright. Thank you. Right, now that we got that sorted, can we discuss mine? There was waiting that really hard execute. Is your sister as pretty as you? That's the first thing you want to ask. Christ. Yeah, personally more hung up on a child neglect, but to each your own, I guess. Your sister still alive? I'll explain fully. I feel that'll be more productive. Have any of you heard of the Wonder Child paper? Detailing the experiment on if it's possible to optimize a child's upbringing to improve IQ at a rate higher than average? Well, some of the wording is a little correct. It's more complicated than if we were simplifying it, but that'll be an inadequate explanation. I was a child using that experiment. I was born for it. Sounds kinda messed up if you'd ask me. It's like you're boiling a kid down to stats and numbers. No kid deserves to go through that. I'm grateful for it. It clearly worked. I'm only where I am today in life due to experience. Yeah, I'm sure your parents being researchers with a whole pile of funds and connections had nothing to do with it, you little Nepo baby. You can say what you want about it, but a lot of the methodology has already been successfully replicated already. If it was all successful though, I doubt you have so much to cover up. When my parents had me, they'd accounted for everything, aside from the fact that my mother happened to be pregnant with twins. They considered terminating a pregnancy, but eventually decided to keep us both, using my sister as a control of sorts. My parents never abused my sister. They simply let her live her life. She thinks as she pleased. Left her to her own devices. If she grew up similar to me, they know none of the ways they nurtured me had any effect, and it would disprove their hypothesis. So they got rid of her when she did disprove the hypothesis, so their research would still be valid? No, quite the opposite. She had a lot more struggles in school than I did, both behaviorally and academically. It became clear that if I left just to her, she clearly wasn't as successful as me. To put a long story short, she started causing issues for my parents. They didn't want any of those issues to stress me out, so they limited her contact with me. Eventually, I hardly saw her at all. Next, I was told she'd gone to live with some other family. I believed at the time I was very young and I had very important exams to worry about. I went on with my life. I didn't think about it too much. It was only when I reached adulthood and that the paper was published that she crossed my mind again. Her action seemed strange to me, but I trusted my parents and did it for her safety. Should I have questioned it? Perhaps, but my parents had enough pushback once they released a paper and I was really busy with work all the time and I just let it be. Is that a sufficient enough explanation? Yeah, I guess the whole thing doesn't sound all that real. It sounds a little bit less malicious when you provide all the context though, even if there is fault that lies in your parents, not you. Yeah, and when we need to find your twin, we can go out of here and find out if she's okay. And see? Jesus. Any further questions? Or are you still talking like your parents are watching? I'm not certain what you mean, Wayne. Really? This is the whole point of the thing, raise your IQ. That's all the questions we're going to get. Should we move on to your truth, Wayne? Or perhaps the fact that you lied about your dare yesterday to take those blueprints without consequence. Hey, got me some slack. It was Pink who said it was my dare. I never said anything myself. You all just assumed. But you didn't exactly deny it, did you? What are you talking about? I told you it was my dare. You clearly made it sound like it was sarcasm. No, I would never do that. He stabbed me before. I didn't know why we're surprised he'd lie. I just assumed he'd be more careful about his behavior considering he'd just been let out. And you went back on your word, having Blondie watch me last night. What was that about? Wait, if it wasn't your dare, then why do you steal those blueprints? It's not as malicious as you think. Calm down. It's just that Laurel is almost cooped up. All very secretive with her plans. It makes me question on how hard she's really working. I mean, we're here for that, couple months, still no tangible progress on getting out? I thought I'd reveal exactly what I put my stocks in. It's basic business. I ain't defending him, but I get it. How long are we gonna be stuck in here? I don't know. You're working every day and you still don't know? Have you got any leads? I thought we could escape through the sewage system. Fortunately, if you're at the facility. That the facility run is self-sustaining. The sewage flows right back into a treatment center in the facility, then back onto it. And the ventilation system is equally as fruitless. Wait, so are we truly properly stuck here? No, we're not. Wait, so you have found something? Well, don't be shy. 0 to class. Well, I don't know what other avenues we could explore, but there has to be something. We can't be stuck here. I won't allow it. But I feel like the time we find another avenue to explore, the host can or just catch on and prevent it from exploding it. So it's hopeless? We're getting off track. It's supposed to be about Wang. From now on, be careful not to write off his behavior as acceptable by presuming he'll only be doing it for a day. It's becoming clear he's exploiting his motive to act however he likes, just because we get more likely to accept strange behaviors. Oh, come on, I only did it once. I'm not taking any chances. I feel like we're brushing off his actual truth though here. It's pretty messed up. That's putting it lightly. What on earth could your prime possibly be if something like that is considered a minor secret at a game? I already told you, I'm not exactly sunshine or rainbows. I've got a few skeletons in my closet and I never try to hide them. A few skeletons? Girl, there's gotta be a whole catacomb in there. Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I was only indirectly involved in that one. Some big food company told me to do promotions over there. They framed it as wanting to do some rural communities access to cheap food during the hard times and bad harvest. I guess I was blinded by my own nostalgia. I grew up in the countryside and remembered some old hungry winters. I thought, okay, it's good money. It'll probably help some kids down the line. But I forgot how reliant some desperate people get because they turn to those shop products because it was easier and cheaper from buying those farms. A few years down the line, those farms start to shut down. Not enough customers, not enough money. I mean, those junk food shops are the only option that village had. It's sad to think of what happens to many of those places. I've seen it happen many times. If you've seen it before, why do you help it happen again? I thought people would be smarter. No, to ditch your own roots. To stay self-sufficient. I guess I didn't realize how hungry people would really get. It's been decades since I've had an empty stomach at this point. But it was years ago. I don't know why they're making such a big deal about it now. If you'd ask me, this motive wasn't exactly all that fair. Some of you are like 10. It's natural I'd have more messed up secrets. I've lived longer and I've had more time to make those small mistakes. I don't really think crippling an entire community is a small mistake. Oh yeah, totally, guess a small mistake would be something like crippling a 6-year-old girl, huh? Yeah. Wang. What, everyone takes shot at other crimes? Why am I suddenly doing what I'm doing? We've already discussed this before. Yuzuki is sensitive. Can we cut all that out, Doc? Why are we cutting a fully grown adult woman? I mean, this is getting ridiculous. She's closer to my age than she is to pigtails. Yet everyone's wandering around and coddling her like she's stepping around her crime like she's 10. Do you not remember what she tried to do to her? It was a month ago. She's gonna hurt herself again at this point. It'll be just to give everyone a nice little scare so they can go back to coddling her. All you're doing is rewarding her self-destructive behavior. I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah. This is getting pretty ridiculous. Molly needs a wake-up call. Not people playing house with her like she's a victim in all this somehow. But I understand, but a harsh approach like this is gonna make her spiral and be back at square zero. Right back, but we're still there. And we're gonna keep going there as long as people like Sam keep holding her hand and telling her it's okay to... She stalks some celebrity. That's not what she's doing. Then what is he doing? If you'd ask me, it's for himself. So as the other guy kicked the bucket, he needed something to spill his face. Something to make him feel like a good person. No, not... That's it. He cares about me. He does, Shinku. Tell them. Shishi? Oh god, please don't look at me like that. I shouldn't be surprised. He can't even look at her. Pathetic. I don't care. The two of them can do whatever they want. I just think we need to stop coddling Pinky. Let's face the facts here. She stalked a woman, permanently injured a 16-year-old girl, and ruined the lives and careers of countless people. Don't put it like that. You need to accept the truth more than anyone else here, or you'll end up like the last guy. Do you want that? No, it's different. You don't get it. I really don't think you need to be morally outraged over everything you've disclosed about yourself. So you think we should just let her stagnate like this forever? I think she's more aware of it than she lets on. I mean, look at her secret. She was obsessed with those forums, obsessed with finding out people worse than her to make her feel better about herself in comparison. You don't do that unless you know you're pretty messed up and are just trying to convince yourself that you could be worse. Of course I would. You'd do the same. If you felt for your whole life that you were rotten, undesirable, messed up, and that you just fundamentally failed, look for someone else worse than you too. Someone to know you're not the worst. Something to show you maybe beneath all your failures, there's a reason to not give up completely. Either that, or you just don't face reality. You ignore it, you hide. And we know exactly how that ends up, don't we? You're still doing that, and everyone's playing into it like it's nothing. She needs to grow up sooner, or else we're gonna be stuck coddling her through this entire motive like we did last. And then everyone is gonna get hurt again and protect her feelings.
Oh my god. Your sister. I'm going to be sick.
Someone, not me, should go start checking her. Shouldn't you do it? Is she your girlfriend or something? I can't. I genuinely can't. Someone else just go do it. I'll do it. I might have gone too far. Very well. Just don't push it any further. I understand your frustration. But the rules I put in place for Yuzuki were to help her. I get that, but we need to give them a little review. I think it's gonna hurt them or her in the long run. You're right. I'll skip the review later. I think we need to start making progress. Maybe she could start working with you. That's gonna work out with me. Just don't push her too hard, alright? One step at a time. It's not a point, she's still. I'd rather take things easier with her and there's no progress than have her dead. Never mind, I'll go check she's not doing anything stupid. I hope she'll be okay, going off on alone with food like that. He won't try to hurt her. There won't be no point. We all know it was him. Well, if that's everything we wanted to cover.
Actually, there's something I'd like to discuss before we leave.
Voice acting?
Ezekiel, why have you been enabling Chattel?
Huh? What the,
Don't be nonsensical, I know you've been giving her these.
Hold on.
Where the hell did you...
I thought, especially considering her crime, we'd all agreed to limit Chattel's narcotics intake. Do you have any idea how dangerous this could be? Why are you encouraging this?
Huh? You've been doing what?
I was wondering why she seemed so relaxed.
Hang on. What makes you think I'd be doing this?
Quite frankly, you're the only one stupid enough. Not to mention she's got you doing her bidding like you're her dog or something.
Oh, that's fucking rich coming from you. Even if I am. What's it to you? It's none of your business.
Zeke,
I think it's everyone's business. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have access to any of this nonsense.
Okay, now hang on, that's just...
Are you crazy? Are you seriously that detached? What did you want me to do, huh? Expect her to recover in a situation like this? Yeah, I'm sure having to regret a death over your head constantly is great motivation to get better.
Well, taking them freely as she has been isn't going to do her many favors either, is it? Having access to a whole bottle like this? Are you actually insane? Do you actually care about her? Like, at all? What would you have done if things got a bit too stressful for her, huh? If she took all of them? If she overdosed?
God damn it, she's not some stupid teenager. She can manage that shit herself. Besides, Cam, you saw how she looked when she was off. All that vomit. She couldn't even sleep. If you'd seen her like that, directly on death's door, you would have given him to her too. So don't you dare say I don't care about her. I care about her more than you ever will. You just want to have power over people. You just want to be right. That's the root of it. You just want to be more right than me. You just want me to be wrong. It was how it was with men, and you're trying to do the same thing here as well.
Well, we both saw how things with men ended up, didn't we?
Is!
Oh my god.
You. Oh, I know. You didn't just...
That's enough! Both of you, Jesus fucking Christ!
Did you hear the shit she was saying? Let go, and...
Well, she can say it to me instead.
What do you...
I don't know why the hell you're treating this like I had no say in it. Sure, Zeke's been giving me this shit, but only because I've been asking. If you got such a problem with it, then I'm equally at fault.
I had to give them to you. I didn't want to lose you too.
So, I'm the one who keeps choosing to take them. It's my choice. Frankly, it's kind of pissing me off how people are acting like you're the reason I'm still taking them. Like I don't have a say in it or anything. Please.
Just listen. You can't keep going like this. It's ridiculous. I can't sit by and watch you two enable each other until one of you dies.
Cersei is right.
Thank you! Someone here has some common sense.
Although I disagree on cutting them off completely. Going cold turkey would be incredibly dangerous at this stage. So I'll be regulating her intake from now on. I'll slowly taper her off them. I'm not a child. I can figure this shit out myself. I don't want to be babysat. Perhaps you should have thought about that before you proved otherwise.
I'll have Takahiro keep better accounts of the medicine storage. Make sure nothing is taken that shouldn't be. That should be enough to ensure Elias doesn't suffer anymore. This just feels like you're piling more and more things to watch and take care of onto yourself. Are you sure you'll be alright? I don't mind having it eye on Lyra's doses for you and Dr. Alienus. I appreciate you're a very busy woman. Oh, of course you want to do it. My only interesting here is making sure things don't turn out like they did last time. Yeah, you're so rich acting like it's my fault. So I can remind you who murdered him. No fret. I'll be fine. I promise. Well, if you're 100% sure, but I'm here if you need me. Thank you, Takahiro. Now, Chateau, come with me. We'll help sort out your schedule together. This is so patronizing, Christ. Hey, come on, we're trying to help you here. You're acting like I'm completely incapable of helping myself when I wanted it. First day, you might feel like we're treating you like that, but I don't think that's how the others are trying to come across. It's when they want to help you get to that point. You can structure them for support so you can get out your own. Well, if that's everything. You're all free to leave. Wait, my thing now! Great. Stupid meeting's never gonna end. Sorry, it'll be quick, I promise. What's up? I'd like to share my truth for today. What? Takahiro, please think about this carefully. This could... There's no rule against sharing your truth. Well, you're there. And I just share this on my own terms. Besides, most of you already know, but I don't care. I have to do this to the audience.
Before I was scared to say this, I was scared to be me. I was scared of what the audience would think of me. I knew if this became public, there'd be a massive scandal. And not the good kind. I'd become a talking piece, not a person. But I don't care about what the audience thinks anymore. I don't need them. There are more important things in life. Besides, I don't want any kind of audience who would just throw me away just for being me. I don't want parts of who I am to be weaponized against me, treated like secrets. That's just silly. So, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm trans. I'm trans, and I've always been trans. I've always known I was a guy. I am a guy. There's no changing that. And I don't care if people hate me for it, if they discard me, or if they see me as something I'm not. Because I'm a guy, and I know that. So does anyone with eyes. And anyone who can't see that is not worth keeping around. Not one bit. And it doesn't change the fact I'm me, the fact I'm Taka. Not at all. So, let them think what they want. It doesn't matter to me anymore. All that matters to me now is being me. And making me someone worth caring about.
So, yeah! Woo. That's it. Come on, I got that off my chest. I just can't believe how much you changed. Never failed to surprise me, Taka. I'm just surprised you make something like that your secret. I can't imagine how many people would follow you for it. You'd be surprised. There's so much vitriol on social media these days. People will scapegoat anything and anyone. I was worried for the long people would just use my crime as a reason to demonize me, all people like me. Not just see it as my own individual mistake. But mainly, I was worried about my fans still liking me. But I wouldn't want fans who would just drop me over being who I am. No way, Jose. I just hope none of you will think of me any different. If you didn't know before. Of course not, Metaverse is stupid. Like you said, it doesn't change who you are. Oh yeah, man, I'm glad you got the confidence to say it. Oh, how could you call us, Zeke? What are you? Didn't think you had the balls to say publicly. I underestimated you. You're not judging? Duh, of course not. That'd be pretty stupid. If you'd ask me, this makes you more of a man than most people I know. One of the most badass things you can do is go out there and be yourself confidently while the world keeps trying to knock you down and demonize you just for existing. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise, alright? Yeah, absolutely. You've got it. Zeke had some confusing standards. I'm just glad he was being nice to Taka. Wait, why am I reading this? It's yellow. Why am I reading this?
I'm proud of you.
Just you wait, Sugi. I'm going to become the Taka you thought you knew.
Huh? Hey, hang on!
No matter how much TV Taka I have to dig through, I'll find your friend somewhere in the rubble. I promise. Even if it takes working for Alora every day. Even if it takes losing my whole fan base. I'll get you back for you. I swear it.
I like Taka's character development.
Then, I can't wait to meet him again.
Then I'll have to get on it right away. Alora, I'll get on checking the medicine storage right away. I'll be done so fast you won't have even gone to the lab before you have my full report. Just you watch.
You know, maybe I should do Taka's social links. At least he's doing a lot better. Well, at least one of my plans seems to be going well. I knew it, you would. Anyway, Chatel, come with me. Let's throw up that schedule. Fine, I'm coming. Well, that's not to unpack.
Really?
Dude, what on earth are you doing myself?
Holy.
Kid, you scare me. Kid, you knocked this time. This is my own cell. Crap. Can you explain what you're doing in here? Hey, easy now, kid. We're all friends. No harm, no? You genuinely better have a good explanation, or else I'm telling Dr. Alienist. I'm gonna have you inside your second event in 2 days. No, kid, don't be hasty with me. Do I gotta run you out of motives? Do you seriously think I'm gonna be stupid enough to fall for that second time? A little bit. What on earth are you doing, bro? First the blueprints, now I'm starting to think you... So, that's why you didn't run after Pinky about yourself. You can't talk to me. Oh! Oh, that's smart! Hold on. That's not just yours either, kid. Some real interesting stuff in some of these, let me tell you. Should be allowed. We aren't going to tell each other our dares. They said nothing about reading them. What do you need loophole on? And you're not meant to sell if you're smart. Why? There's nothing stopping me. I don't care if you tell anyone my secret. Well, clearly a bit. Obviously, you want to be a bunny pink. I only care about being published everywhere. Everyone here will understand I have to. Yeah, the doc seems pretty convinced your little meeting solved every issue, huh? But I'm not sure they'll understand Pinky's truth this time. What? Oh, let me tell you, kid, it's bad. Camping. Oh, don't play dumb. You've seen her crime. You know exactly what she's capable of. But I like you, kid. You're a good sport. So how about a small deal, huh? What do you suggest? You stay quiet about this. I stay quiet about her secret. Oh, and just a little bonus to seal the deal. If you stay quiet, I'll do one of 2 things. I can get someone to watch over her all day instead, make sure she doesn't hurt herself. Do any of that stuff you're so convinced you'll do it inside of her in just 1 day. Or, I'll tell you exactly what terrible of a secret of her is. I want to know what the secret is, Loki. What's with the hesitation? It's an easy choice if you care about her. I know, but... how bad is that secret? Promise me she won't be left alone? Yeah, that's about what I expected. Well, deal's a deal, kid. Don't tell anyone I was here. I'll have someone watch over her. Pleasure doing business with you. If Alora dies this chapter, I will be mad because I kind of wanted to do her stuff as well, but I mean... Lyra, you know what to do, yeah. Okay, so what the hell just happened? Yep. First Alora, then Fu? What the hell is... Give to you two? What do you mean 2? Hey, maybe you're learning to bite back. That's cute. I just hope you didn't do anything irresponsible. Nah, not yet at least. Not yet. You make any promises later, but you still got our deals to do yet. Doesn't matter. We don't need her anyway. We're more than capable adults. We can figure this out, I'm sure. Yep. Nah, you came to the right place. I'm a prime distraction material. Why are you like this? Well, like me, I can ask you the exact same thing if you start to think it's normal to accident. Go ahead and just say it like that. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, that was probably just poorly worded. Yeah, you think? Okay, let me rephrase. You talked about last time how it feels to shape yourself into someone who seems pitiable and bad like you feel. Did you really used to do that? Okay, wow, that's a little invasive. Sorry, I guess it caught me off guard. You're always trying to make yourself seem above this all and a little bit larger in life. It was a little weird to me you didn't make yourself seem smaller. Well, back in the day it was easier. When you're a teen, you're not exactly all that intimidating, like... You can talk a lot of crap, but at the end of the day, you will not win 90% of fights at this age. Yeah, I can imagine. Just hope you didn't get beat up. A few times, but you learn quickly. And just say what not to say or do. It's a learning curve, really. Learning curve. But you talk about this stuff and makes it sound. I did it a lot, yeah. You know, been there, done that, had to climb a review. But when I was younger, starting off my own, doing all that, it wasn't the easiest to get a sense of security. I mean, I looked the part. I was young, hungry, frail. I had to bat my eyes and cry a bit and get taken in. And it was bad, probably. Yeah, really dangerous in retrospect. But I wanted shelter, wanted stability. But all the nice families, nice places, I guess I'd feel bad taking advantage of them. And all those things going well, and then they go try to grab some bigger authority involved in trying to get help on words. Why shouldn't those places be able to help? It'll be messy. Probably some complicated legal thing, if anything, it was gonna happen, and I didn't want that. Or they just drop me back to my parents, but which I definitely want. You had parents? Yeah, I mean, how else do you think I was born? That's kind of hard to picture in a regular family. I kind of imagine you were tossed into an alley or something. Wow. I'm sorry if they were bad for you if you need to leave or if they kicked you out or something. I don't want to talk about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really impact me at all, you know? It was long ago. They're probably just getting on with their lives. Like, I don't care, buddy. I don't care. I don't want people thinking there's like some big tragic lesion I ended like this out of my control. I did this all to myself. That's all it is to it. It's like you start blaming some rebellious childhood trauma you're so convinced I went through, or making up stories to justify why I did things you're taking away from what actually happened. I guess, but it's more of an explanation than an Anyway, point is, staying with families with his bus, so I'd crash on the couches of friends who lived alone, or just whoever I could find me and take me in. But it was usually like just me and one other person, and you know, naturally I'd start dating them. Since it's, you know, more understandable, you'll let your girlfriend stay with you more than anyone else. But, you know, that could also lead to a certain level of dependence. I mean, they were giving me shelter and food. Without them, I'd have nothing. And most people were normal about that. Like, when they weren't just a little rough. But that was always up to me when picking them wrong. I don't really get how this makes myself seem smaller. But, okay, well, it's kind of embarrassing. But if I guess, I can take a look at it from a survivalist point of view. But back then, I got really emotionally invested. I was so relieved to finally have some sense of stability. I would do anything not to lose it. I was scared that the second they started getting bored at me and annoyed of me, they'd drop me, and I'd have nothing again. So I guess I did everything I could to make sure they didn't want to drop me. I was willing to destroy myself, do anything they wanted, twist myself into knots, and people please, and just break myself down and become the version of me that was perfect for them alone. I'd get on my knees, I'd cry, and I'd beg, and all the stuff like being pathetic and vulnerable, and I promise I'd do better next time, that I'd change and become what they wanted. If it just meant they wouldn't leave me. For some reason, like, yeah, it was probably, like, manipulative of me, and had a lot of pressure on them. But for others, oh, it's so gross. I think they enjoyed seeing me like that, weak, dependent, willing to do anything. They like seeing that was all they had. And I was grateful for any affection in return. No matter how sparse, no matter how rare, no matter what strings were attached, because it was confirmation that they wouldn't drop me. I think I deluded myself to thinking they liked me. And it was the worst when they leave. When they kicked me out, I knew it was coming, but I'd always start feeling betrayed and hurt. I feel like it was nothing. What was the point of being the person I'd made myself for them if it wasn't that bad enough? But even then, I was so deep into it. I didn't know who I was when I was wrong. God, it makes me nauseous to think about. Lyra. Hey, don't you start looking at me like that now. None of that even matters anymore. I can look at it like I'm all wise and old. And nothing just seems like how dumb I was back then. I know what they're really after. And once you know that, it feels a lot easier, because you don't have the same level of emotional investment. Like you aren't completely searching for something that isn't there. You are causing yourself more problems to beg and care for love, and that's completely inherently transactional, wasting your breath on words they won't listen to. God, I must be daddy issues final boss. Some of them I stayed with actually felt like I had some sense of family with them. God, what was I on? I don't know how you can laugh like this. Because I'm way past it now. It's so long ago. But you just said it made you nauseous. Duh, everyone defines stuff they made as a teen stupid and nauseous. I was being dramatic. There's nothing to worry about, sunshine. I haven't done any of that stuff in years. Oh, it's good to hear about it still. I promised myself I'd never tear myself apart like that again. No way, not for anyone. I hate feeling weak and small to pin as I did when I was a scared teenager begging for people not to leave, doing anything I could just to avoid abandonment. And well, duh, I mean, yeah, maybe I couldn't stop being dependent, like, I didn't have the money to get my own place. But if I could change my perspective, change how I approach these things, approach people, and then I could at least get some level of control. They're gonna feel it as being transactional, they expect me to hate them somehow? What can I do the same? Is that what you're doing with Zeke right now? Huh? No, wait, that's different. Me and Zeke? We're equals. But you're so dependent on him. Without him, you wouldn't get fed. Yeah, but it's like different, like you said. You know, like, he doesn't want anything back. He just wants me not to leave. As long as I'm there, as long as we keep being there for each other, he's not being able to hold anything else above me. He doesn't want to do that alone. Oh, you really are two-piece in a pod, aren't you? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. God, you talk about Zeke a lot. What, are you obsessed with him? Seriously? No way. Oh my god, you totally are, I figured it out! That's when you're talking to me, I'm like, female Zeke, with enough steps away from him, you don't have to confront what you really want. You can separate in your head, but I still get you really want. I'm here to talk to you, Lyra. Okay, you don't have to really admit you're a masochist, aren't you always telling me you have some decency? I'm here because I want to talk to you. Yeah, good one. But keep trying, babes. Maybe I'll throw you in a bone and play with you along with you. I'll let you feel all warm and fuzzy after fixing me. God, you really are impossible. Couch crasher.
Seriously?
Just do it. You sure about this, kid? Lashing's back out. Can't exactly back out now. You've already told me that secret. You said use that. A deal's a deal. Well, you know, I'm an honest man. If you want to back out now and pay for it some other way, I'm not gonna fault you. Let's get it over with. This is easy because I don't want to be in debt. I don't want anyone else to have anything above me. You're different than that, kid. Well, hey, it's by your choice. If you're so certain. Let's cut to the chase. Get it over with. What are you waiting for? You asked to do this. We can get this over with quickly. Here. If you do it here, it won't cause any issues, so just get it over with. Right. No need to be so eager. Kid, you sure you don't want to change it to something else first? I don't want to ruin your dress. It looks expensive. Are you serious? Just get it over with. I want to be done. Right, yeah. Just do it. What's the hold up?
Wang?
God damn it. I can't do this. I can't.
What are you?
This awful, rotten world. God, I've seen so much. I've seen what this world does to girls like you. Girls who aren't doing anything but trying to live. I've seen so many different horrible things people do. And it's everywhere. And it's everyone. The kindest guy you know can do the most despicable things behind closed doors. It makes me sick. And they treat it like a joke. Like it's fun. It's... God damn it. And you have to smile and laugh at all these filthy, money-hungry pigs in suits trying to pretend you don't think they're pure scum. Those bastards. I'm so scared. I'm fucking terrified that my Tion has to grow up in a world like this. This world is so cruel and unfair to you girls. There's so many things that can hurt you. That can hurt Tion. I never want to be one of those things. Never. I can't bring myself to make this world harder for you. No. Especially when it's practically already hell for you. I'm not a good dad. Not at all. I know that, but I can't die here. I can't. I've got to get out to make sure I can protect Tion from a world like this. At the very least. I'm sorry, kid. I can't do it. I'll let this game make me into whatever it wants. But I draw the line at this. Huh?
It's okay. I don't blame you.
Wang, I'll be honest. I fucking hate you. Yeah, I figured. I can't forgive you for stabbing Suki. I never will, but I respect that you're willing to fight for Tion. More than you could ever know. I wish my dad was half as willing to fight for me. Kid. Don't pity me. It's okay, really. If he was still around, I probably wouldn't have my talent. Don't you think that would have been a good thing? I mean, absolutely not financially, but it isn't fair that this is all placed on you so young. Not really, but to say the truth, I really do love my talent with my whole heart and soul. It's tiring. I feel like giving up a lot, but I wasn't a very happy child growing up. My talent helps me spread a little bit of happiness in the world, however I can. This world is cruel. Hard. Doesn't care. Some people deserve happiness, but not all. I feel like giving it to people who deserve it. I like giving people motivation to just go outside and even live. I like making people believe there's good in this world. It's easier to keep on living if you think that's the way, isn't it? Yeah. For so long I thought that way. I can hardly remember. The world will always be unfair to mean girls like me. That's just how things are. It shouldn't be the way, I know, but that's the reality of it all. But us girls are more resilient than some give us credit for. You find ways to find back. You feel like you've got control in your life, to find support, solidarity, protection. Others would say I went too far trying to get back control. But even if those people who died were someone who was going to go on to hurt a young girl, I can't say I regret it. Yeah, I can respect it. But the point is, no matter how cruel this world is, Tion is a smart girl. She'll figure it out. If the world is cruel and harsh for her, there are some people who won't just sit back and let it happen. And if nothing else, I know she'll be hella strong, just like her mother. Sorry, kid. You probably don't want that bombshell after Arnie dropped. It's fine. I'm built to handle it. You gotta go quickly! Oh, kid, there's something wrong. You were meant to be watching. It's Maiko! Oh, God. I didn't know she got distracted. I turned back. Oh, no. Wait, kid, you dare! I don't care about anything happened. I can't live with myself and do it. Maiko, you there? No response. Coco? Shinku? Is that you? What did you take? God damn it. I'm sorry. It's fine, I just need to know what you took. Promise you won't get mad, please? Well, I'm just... Tanning pills? Why would you... Genuinely waste our dare for this. You're beautiful, Maiko. Don't lie to me and just make me feel worse. Feel better. You're the worst, Shinku. If I really was pretty, I wouldn't. You would just be the... Nah. Go, I'm being honest. I only took 7. That's still a lot. Jesus. Damn, she is pretty fat.
I'm so sorry about earlier. I really am. I should have said something. I should have defended you.
No.
Huh?
They were right, Shinku. I shouldn't be coddled like this. This whole time I just kept running. Hiding from the truth. Hiding from the fact I'm an adult because it was safer. But that's exactly what Dracul was doing too. Wasn't it? It's no wonder you used me as a replacement for him. It's okay. I don't blame you. But it's been obvious from the start. It hurt at first, but I'm used to it. I'm never really anyone's first choice. I was just happy to have someone willing to reach a hand out to me, so I just pretended not to know. I wanted to seem more oblivious to you. I thought you'd keep taking care of me if I did. I'm sorry. That wasn't fair on you. I'm a fully grown adult woman. I should be able to face this, but I didn't want to think. I didn't want to change because that would be admitting that I'd really messed up. And I knew I'd messed up. I knew what I was doing was awful. I really did. I just felt it was so awful. There was no way I could ever even start to make amends for it. So why even try? If I let people coddle me, if I didn't make progress, I wouldn't have to face just how much I'd have to change to even start to make up for what I'd done. But things can't go on and continue like this. Something has to change. I've known that for a while.
You just didn't admit it for so long because you were scared?
Yeah, a little. But in truth, I didn't know what I was anymore without Yui. Without Yui, I felt worthless. And I know that's silly. I'm an ultimate. I'm successful in my own right. But it was always, I like this character's voice. And never, I like Yuzuki's voice acting. I never really existed to anyone. And maybe it was better that way. I was scared if I got too much attention, people would see how weird and strange I really was. Yui was the opposite. Front and center. She was her talent. Fully and completely. People came for her. I thought, in part, I could live through her. If someone close to me was loved and treasured and adored, I could feel what it was like vicariously without having to put my own self out there. And if I was loved by someone as successful and wonderful as her, I couldn't be a total... At least that's what I thought.
That was an accident.
But I've stomped all over her legacy and our friendship. Any love and care she felt for me is gone. And it's all my fault.
Maiko, you're being a little too...
I'm not being harsh on myself. I'm being realistic. I can't deny it any longer. If I do,
I'm just going to feel more and more guilty until it all builds up and gets too much again. I shouldn't have based my self-worth and validation entirely on her and what she thought. It meant I didn't know how to live without her. I just kept lying that she'd come back. That she'd forgive me because I couldn't live with myself if she didn't. That would be confirmation that nothing I did helped. That it was all for nothing. That I'd ruined both of our lives for no reason. And so I just kept waiting. Waiting and watching her from afar. Stagnating and waiting for her to come back. Because I didn't even know how to begin living and moving forward without her. She'd become such a big part of my life. But while I was waiting, staying at the same place, she just kept moving further and further away. Growing and changing until I knew less and less about her. I felt I had to keep up, try to learn anything I could, so I could convince myself that I hadn't entirely lost her. But looking back on it now, all that waiting, all that refusing to move forward is what has left me so out of touch, so disconnected, so childish. I can't stand being the person I am anymore. I can't stand being Maiko.
But you don't. You don't always have to be like this.
I know. It's just terrifying. I don't even know what I am without her anymore. I'm terrified of trying to grow, trying to change, and realizing I'm just like this. That I can't help myself. I can't fix myself. I don't want to go through all the pain and hurt of growing and moving forward, only to still hate myself at the end of it.
I understand. It's scary, but you can go at your own pace, one step at a time. You don't need to immediately race to the end. You might hate who you are at some points, have dips, low moments, bumps, and plateaus of progress, but you're still moving, little by little. And isn't that something to be proud of in itself?
You're right. It just feels so daunting to even start to take that first step. I don't even know if I deserve it at this point. But I know to move forward, I have to accept I'm never going to fix things with Yui. I need to let her go. So much of me, so many parts of me I hate are tied to her. I realize now that she should never forgive me. Not after all those awful things I did. And that's okay. I deserve that. But just because I've lost her, it doesn't mean I can't move forward and make new, better connections. I'm scared of hurting people. I'm scared of making things worse, but I need people in my life to challenge me, to take those steps towards, to keep me going forward. So please don't hold back anymore. You and I, Shinku, we can't keep doing things like this. Please. I know you just don't want me to get hurt. But we both need to let go sometimes. You need to let me take those steps. You have to be prepared to let me fall over occasionally, or else I'm never going to be someone who deserves to be your friend.
Maiko, I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry. All this time, I was just enabling your stagnation, encouraging you not to move forward, all while telling myself I was protecting you. I was so scared of losing you. I put you into this box. I used you just to protect my own ego, to make up for my own past mistakes. I had no idea in doing so I was keeping you like this, keeping you feeling so guilty, so fragile. I've just been infantilizing you this whole time, controlling you. Of course you couldn't even start to learn from your mistakes. I wasn't letting you make them. I just kept shutting down any discussion. I thought I knew what was best. I thought if I didn't, you'd hurt yourself. But you're right. You're not a child. You're an adult. You're not her. And you're not him. You're you.
I'm just me. And maybe that's scary. Maybe I don't really know who I am at this point, but I have to figure it out.
And no matter what she's like, I promise you, I won't drop you. I'll care about you and be your friend no matter what. No matter the person you grow into. And I'll let you figure that out on your own terms. I won't try to interfere. And I'll care, not because of what you can be for me, but what you can be for yourself. What you can be to prove you can make up for your past mistakes.
Even if it takes me weeks, months, years after we get out?
When we get out, whenever you want, we can hang out. No matter what's happening, no matter how you're feeling, we'll meet up.
Is she dying, said Lyra?
I can't promise I'll always be close, but I promise you, if you ever need it, I'll only be a phone call away.
You mean it?
Of course! I mean, there aren't many others who can relate to being thrown into a situation like this, are there? No matter what happens, I want to stay in contact, okay?
I'd like that a lot, Shinku.
She's low. She might die.
I don't want to be scared
It's
of
Lyra.
adulthood anymore.
It's either her
I
or
don't
Lyra.
want to end up like Dracul. I want to live properly. I'm sick of acting like my life's already over. I've still got time to change things. I'd be silly to just spend the rest of my life rotting away. I know I don't deserve it, but... Can I ask you one last favor?
Mm-hmm.
I want to try being myself. Even if I am different from others. Even if I stand out. Even if I seem weird. So, can you call me Molly from now on?
Of course, Molly.
I'm sorry you had to come here again. Promise I just didn't want to hurt myself. I know, I should have trusted you, but I'm glad I came. I'm glad we had this discussion. Besides, you really did worry me there. Those tanning pills are really nothing to scoff at. I know. How do you even get your hands on them without getting shocked? Well... I came as soon as I can. Is she alright? Dr. Alienus, I'm glad you're here. I'm fine, really. I just had a bit of a stomach ache. Nothing I can't handle. I didn't take too many. They're just tanning pills. Still, I'd like to check on your vitals. Better safe than sorry. If there's a reason those things get banned, they can be very damaging to your liver, Yusuke. Alright, I understand. What took you so long to get here, if I am asking? There's a situation between Elias and Chatel. What? That would probably be for the best, just in case. I'll put some painkillers and antibiotics on bed, just in case things start getting worse or if you need to throw up. Just run a few more tests to be safe. You'd like me to leave for them? It'd probably be for the best. I work best with less eyes on me. Don't you worry, Shinku. I'll be fine on my own. Trust me. Alright, if you're sure, I'll trust you. If that's the case, I'll get out of your hair. Thank you for helping, Dr. Alienus. No need to thank me. It's basic human decency. Something seems off. I'll see you later, Molly. Have a good evening, Shinku. Oh, one last thing. Happy Valentine's Day, Molly. Oh!
I know the circumstances aren't really the most ideal. Being stuck in the infirmary isn't exactly the most romantic way to spend Valentine's, but still. I hope you can feel how loved and cared for you are today, if nothing else.
Even if I'm not the best person?
Of course. and you'll still be loved and cared for through every step of becoming a better person.
Thank you. That means more than you can know. Happy Valentine's Day, Shinku.
Lyra.
Shinku.
What's up? Are you okay? You really look out of it. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm good. Don't worry. Is Ezekiel okay? Dr. Illness told me what happened. Yeah, he'll be okay. He's just taking a shower right now. I thought I might help him. And you're alright? God, I'm so selfish. Hey, I need a pep talk out from you of all people. He was willing to take it. It's almost like he immediately understood what it was. He just didn't ask questions. He just understood I wanted to hit him, so he did it. And then he had to tell me that he was high, that his dare had to do something similar for me, and he couldn't do it further. Oh, buddy. He's done all of his other dares. He even put salt on mint. Oh. Oh. That's actually interesting. Such a hypocrite, Shinku. Is this right? Pathetic. Like I don't care. Like I know I'm bad. Like that'll be the end all be all because people think of really me. Chuck. I didn't care. I wouldn't let him do this. I just let my secret comes out, but I can't do it. I'm so scared of everyone else seeing how sad I really am. Stupid, pathetic I am. How much I've just messed up my entire life and never taken accountability. Of course I care. I care how stupidly close I was. I just wanted people to give enough of crap about me to tell me I was messing up and that the only things and the way I was going about things was wrong and they'd stop. And they did. But it was so split I didn't even know what to think anymore. It must be like a light slap on the wrist out of genuine concern for me. I could genuinely keep going until I overdosed and people wouldn't have anything to say about it. It would just be a shame, that's it. Everyone just move on one day. Lyra. You don't need to hear this. I'm being selfish again. It's not selfish to express your feelings. But this is about me. He's the one who got hurt here. Zeke is. I just want to make everything about me, or whatever I want people to see me as. But you're probably already laughing, and you have to get the last laugh when you can't keep this up anymore. God, I can't think of this anymore. I can't think of this anymore. Something needs to change. When do you think that is? I don't know yet. I can't keep being this careless. I can't keep acting like none of this matters. Like I'm not scared. I was scared to be vulnerable, to be genuine. It's pathetic and immature, but I thought if I didn't take things seriously, then the deaths wouldn't matter to me. You miss him, don't you? I don't think I've got the right to miss men about how much I've missed his attempts to dismiss me help when I was younger, but I feel so stupid for not listening. I'm too stupid not to listen now. He'd be disappointed in me. I hate for him to see me now. Hey, come on now. There's no way of knowing what men will think. Zeke just keeps going on about how long rants about how you and Iz are disrespecting Mitt's memory and how much it pisses off, but I'm just as bad acting like this. If Mitt was alive instead of me, he'd been able to grow from all this instead of falling behind to these stupid behaviors. But I'm not gonna sit here and complaining. I just need to do it better. Well, that's good to hear, but do you know exactly how you're gonna do that? I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out if I have to. I don't want to keep going like this, doing this to like people, acting like a stupid immature teenager. I'm just as bad as Shakura. If Zika's gonna go through these long lengths to make sure I don't get hurt, then at least I can do is become someone who he doesn't keep around because I'm all he has left. I think it's natural for someone all talent friends. I would put too much pressure on yourself, or if you see it as needing to pay him back or something. Ezekiel can be a bit unreasonable. I don't think he'll hold it against you. He won't, and that's the problem. I'm getting worried he's a little too attached. You know what he said to me the other day? If you die, I'll die with you. Oh, that's insane. I don't know how serious he was being, but Mint's stuff changed him. He's terrified of being abandoned again, being alone and left. He'll hold on to me no matter how awful I get, no matter how I hurt him or me. Maybe Lyra doesn't die this chapter, and instead I should have gone for Alora's. able to get there. Just feeling a little weird about it, I guess. When I get attached to people, I tend to really care about their validation. It's a problem, I get too attached. I eventually just start leaving out from people. I say, ugh. I gotta sneeze, bro. Hold on. I'm not sneezing. What's going on? My nose is runny. Anyways, I eventually started leaving people just to save myself from being hurt. I thought eventually if I left them before me, or even if I can get attached to them, then maybe I could avoid getting hurt again. But getting hurt is a part of being human. And trying to avoid it, I hurt a lot of people, both by leaving them and just doing stupid things in order to tell myself I didn't care. It's nice having some stability for once, but your brain is constantly telling you to leave. Can you blame me? That's what I'm used to. It's kind of ironic in the way that the person most scared of being abandoned again got attached to the most unavoidant, quick to abandon person here right now. It's the sort of relationship we see in the novel. God, you're kind of crap at cheering people up, aren't you? Sorry. It's fine, I shouldn't be dumping all this on you anyway. I'm sorry, man. I still don't know who else to go to. But it'll be alright. I'll figure something out. If you had to deal something else, we'll be a good dickhead for now. It's okay, it's a bad situation for all of us. I gotta blow my nose. Be right back. Alright, I should be all good. Let me go and skip real quick. Yeah, I know. I just don't want to be annoying with how rational I am, you know? This Ezekiel seems to be okay. And a lot worse, you could give him a bigger dose. True, I only tried to give him a little. Where'd you get it anyways? I thought you were sketching your asses or something. Yeah, like it was the weirdest stuff ever. I was really pissed off this morning about seeing my truth, and I couldn't let that stuff get to me no matter what. I had no idea how I was going to get my hands on some, especially when I was restricted. But then Laura pulled me aside after the meeting, and she just gave it to me. What? Yeah, like I didn't even ask for it. She just gave it to me. She could barely look at me while she was doing it too. The whole thing was weird. Do you think it was for a dare or something? That's what I was assuming, but it was no, that is definitely not a dare. Makes you wonder what she's hiding. I want to trust in her, but she's just done nothing but help us since we got here. I want to make things more difficult for her since she keeps on piling more and more onto stuff. I get that. Makes me wonder if she's organized these meetings to cover up for and frame for her truths and makes her look better. You think she was lying this morning? Well, all I'm saying is that we're missing some details. You know, Ezek should be coming out of the shower soon. You should probably get going. If he gets pissed at you when he's sober, I want to see what he's like when you're coming down from high. That's probably a wise idea. I'll see you later. Thanks for hearing me out. Sorry for dumping all that on you. Things have been a lot. Don't joke about that. Come on. Yeah. Bad habit. Stay safe, will you? Alright. Is it possible for us to who sells this gun? Tacos? Lyra's, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it possible? Is it possible to just barge to someone else's cell and just read their note or something? I don't even know whose room this is. I'll say Gus. Okay. Can't read their note, but I mean, Fu was low-key on some 2000 IQ timing when I read that. I'm not even gonna lie here. Let's just finish this social link. I don't know. Really? Assumed a kid about like you would have been all about self-reflection. Maybe you're just too ashamed to admit it. Oh, well, not my issue. Happy Valentine's Day, kid. I'm sure you have fun playing house and blissful ignorance. No one's ever inside there. Laura! I may as well just get you to level 2 before you potentially become a killer in this trial, like I was predicting inside the prologue. I guess you could say that. I did save before this. Yeah, nah. Game end, gun title, yep. Let's go back. Just checking in. Searching yourself thin. I can imagine what I'd just like to do with deal with Zika immediately, almost followed by Molly. I feel like we'd be in a much worse situation without you, Dr. Melianus. I really appreciate you. Let's hope you can talk about your issues with us. Hope you're not struggling. I don't believe so. I think my attempts to take charge, I fairly became unpopular. Not that I mind, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Besides, I'll admit, I'm a bit of a control freak. I don't think I could trust anyone dealing with those certain situations. But I do appreciate your support regardless. Actually, I have a spare minute for once. Yay! Please don't commit a murder in like the next 30 minutes. Kutsugi? Yeah? How are you today? Fairly good, is everything alright with you? Of course, I've actually made progress progress on my alternative escape plan. I would disclose the details to you for a far wider group, but I was uncertain if it's a right idea. Do you think others would do something to mess it up? Partly, but my concern is that the plan is being caught on record and the captors are interfering and stopping it, so I'm going to keep the details confidential for now. That seems to be for the best, I'm sure the others will understand. That seems to be my primary roadblock. Are you so concerned about them believing you're scheming something? Indeed, I believe my secrecy is working on my detriment. I suppose, despite its national acclaim, very few people know the details of the Wonder Child project outside of you. So many people will see my isolation as deliberate instead of an attempt. Okay. I'm sure they wouldn't make any silly assumptions if you made more of an effort to socialize with others. I'm sure you don't want to particularly step away from your work for too long, but I enjoy making casual conversation and doing breakfast at rumors. I suppose, but I've never particularly been good at socializing for the sake of just socializing. Don't get any misconceptions. I'm perfectly fine when it comes to concluding myself for business and proposals and lectures. But I was even praised for my clear presentation at boarding gigs. What's another thing to make small talk? I can hardly handle formalities whenever it comes to, but when it comes to usually more than that, I'm not sure what to say. Please excuse me if this is an offensive question, but are you shy, by any chance? Perhaps a little. Some certain circumstances, yes. I've always found no trouble speaking with older people than me. Given my exceptional progress from a young age, I can articulate myself fairly maturely and professionally, which is often very impressive to older academics or potential employers. But that maturity, while exceedingly useful, has left me a bit out of the loop of my age. I'm sure it isn't, but it's still slightly uncomfortable for me. When I was younger, I used to resent that I didn't quite understand how to talk to people my age. I took that out of seeing very little value in speaking to them, believing there was no insightful or productive conversation to be had with them. So I suppose I've known to blame myself for potential self-isolation within myself. No, I'm quite content in my own company. I just regret being so dismissive. In the short term, it allowed me to focus more on progressing my education and career, which has been incredibly beneficial. Well, you're talking to me just fine, aren't you? You're right. I suppose I am. Leave you to your work, Dark Alienus. I wish you the best of luck. Stay safe, Kutsuki. And I'm looking forward to seeing your breakfast soon. Very well. I'll see you soon. She hesitated, bro. Is she off in her freaking social links too? How does that make sense? Acquaintances.
Hello. Only Lyra, Aurora, and Molly completed their dares today, meaning everyone else's truths for today will be outed.
How bad was Alora's?
Really? 7 of you chose not to do your dares? Are they starting to cross a line or something? Well, you've got a lot to get through, so I won't keep you waiting any longer. Starting with Prisoner 01, Shinkukutsuki's Day 3 Truth. 3 days in a row of picking truth, huh? You're not great at this, are you? Anyway, here's it. Shinku used to include characters based off of people he didn't. Yeah, he really is kind of a freak, huh? Then we have Prisoner 03, Ezekiel Elias's truth for today. That being, throughout all middle school and a majority of high school before going to Hope's Peak, Ezekiel was an extremely violent person who would sometimes beat fellow students until they needed to be hospitalized. Wow, our most violent prisoner has always been violent. Shocking. Now on to something really juicy. Prisoner 04, Takiko Uchiyama. If you think her reputation couldn't get any worse, wait till you hear this truth. Takiko killed her mother.
What?!
And if you needed a final nail in the coffin as to why you shouldn't trust her, there you go. Sheesh, you were right to vote someone like her corrupt.
Oh my god.
But moving on to Prisoner 07, I'll make it quick since he spoiled the surprise earlier. Boring. Taka is transgender and has taken many steps to hide his identity out of fear of fan backlash. But since he went ahead and spilled it earlier anyway, I'll just move right along to Prisoner 08, Izmini Cersei. In high school, Izmini got a girl expelled by framing her for cheating because she saw her as an academic threat. She similarly sabotaged other threats by making their high school experience miserable. All that over school? That's a little pathetic. Did you have nothing else in your life that made you feel good about yourself? Get a hobby! School isn't that deep. But let's move on to Prisoner 09, Fu Wang. I've been excited to share this one. It's one of my favorites. Fu is the reason his marriage fell apart, and he'll never meet anyone he loves quite like her again.
Yeah, that's not even as bad as yesterday's truth, bro.
He's also definitely not over her. Not like she'll ever take him back after what he was like as a husband. Anyway, last we had Prisoner 10, Asuka Santo. I wonder what they could have done. They're just so kind and considerate all the time, aren't they? Well, let me tell you. Asuka left their little brother behind in an exploitative situation without a second thought. He endured incredible amounts of hardship that Asuka could have saved him from. Wow, so much for being one of the better ones, huh? Guess that leaving certain people behind isn't a new behavior. Anyway, phew, that was a lot to get through. Of course, all of those will be posted on every social media you guys have and sent to the media as per usual. So have fun dealing with that if you're ever able to get out. How about more of you do your dares tomorrow, Doing so many of your secrets in one of these gets tiring, you know?
Anyway, sleep tight. Don't let the impending thoughts of fallout of your deepest, darkest secrets being leaked bite. Bye-bye.
Day 4. Truth.
What is it?
Dare! Destroy Prisoner 05's pin. Oh, that doesn't seem too bad at all. Okay, Shinku, it's going to be okay. Deep breaths. The real struggle will be getting the pin. Right, who was Prisoner 05 again? I'm 01, Laris 02, Ezekiel's 03, Takiko is 04, 05 is... Dracul.
Why am I hesitating? It's just a pin. This mean isn't. She'll understand. If she was in my position, she would do the same. It doesn't affect her promise we have if you have a certain pin, does it? No. She doesn't have to know I destroyed it. Right, she doesn't have to find out. That way she won't feel betrayed. It'll be like nothing ever happened. Alright, Shinku. Alright.
Shinku?
It's Minnie.
Are you staying up so early, Ismini? I decided to take a scroll. Is everything alright? Yeah, I just wanted to get my washing done early today. Alright. Are you sure you're okay? You're acting strange. Is this about my truth? Listen, I know it sounds bad, but I want to be open about it. I know it's wrong, trust me, but this game isn't clarifying and cherry-picking our worst moments. Few mistakes doesn't make us horrible people. Yeah, I know. I don't hold any malice about being out on you, know? Alright? I don't want to make you feel as though you can't tell things to me. I don't want you to be us to be dishonest with one another. Yeah, dishonest, Shinku. Thanks, Smitty. I'm not accepting your truth at all. In fact, I can look past your crime. I can look past that easily. Well, good. I wasn't going to say anything, but it would be a little ridiculous if you excuse murder but drew the line at that. Or if the others will be sensible to us. I just hope these dares don't continue to get worse. Tell me about it. I know we're not allowed to disclose specifics, but yesterday they wanted me to do something terrible to you. I couldn't. I won't let this game destroy anything of mine, especially not Thank you, Ismeni. I'd have to do the same for you. Glad to hear it. Alright, do take care. Why are we saving right here? Someone's dying. Lecture hall?
I'm sorry. At least this way I can help you. Lecture hall. Oh god. No, not again! Why? What? Hey! Hang on! It's locked. Hey! Are you in there?
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. Just let me in, alright? I want to help. I'm here to help. This isn't funny. Come on. I'm not gonna be mad. Just open up.
I can't do this anymore.
Yes you can. The stupid motive will end soon. And what about everything we said yesterday about living properly and finding things to enjoy about adulthood? Molly, please, you could live your own life, please.
It would be better if I was gone. I've known that for a while.
So you're just running? Please, come on, we promised we'd stay in touch after we got out. Don't you still want that?
I'm so sick of stupid dreams that things could be better. Everything feels so temporary. It's never been about if I'm going to do it. It's always been about when. Ever since I was little, I was a failure from the very start. Always thinking like this. There really is something wrong with me. I don't want my death to be for nothing. If I can help someone I care about, then maybe my life will have been for something. Maybe I can still have some value.
No, stop! Don't say that! Just open the door, please!
In my next life, I hope I'm reborn as someone who's easier to love. I'm sorry.
I'm not letting you have anything to apologize for. Stop! No.
And the worst part about all this, there won't be a crash trial.
Molly. Oh God. No. Molly. Molly, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
A body has been discovered!
Wait,
In light of this, all truths and dares for today are suspended and no longer need to be completed. After a certain amount of time, in which I suggest you investigate,
wait,
the trial will begin. Good luck,
Wait.
prisoners!
wait. Someone else is. No. Oh god, no, go. Go. Oh, I'm about to start crying, bro. Oh my god.
Kiko? Kiko! Hey, come on. I'm not mad. I just want to talk about things. Kiko!
Oh god, why are we playing as... Why are we playing as Asuka?
Where could she have gone to?
Don't go in there.
Huh?
The courtyard?
Zeke, what's...
Don't. Just
Oh, you... don't mean... Zeke, what happened?
it doesn't matter. Just don't go in there. Not you.
No matter what it is, I can handle it. I'm not a kid, okay?
Asuka, please. Just don't. Just trust me. I'm sorry.
If someone's hurt, we need to help them.
No.
It might not be too late. I'm not gonna stand by and do nothing.
You goddamn idiot!
Asuka! Oh, god damn it, wait!
He's not... He can't be.
No.
He just... Taka...
Oh my god!
Not you. No. Anyone but you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it gets worse.
So, you just write on them with those big fancy brushes?
You don't just write on them. You write wishes, goals, things you want for the future. Pretty fun tradition, huh? They say if you hang it on the bamboo branches, there's a chance your wish will get granted.
Why are y'all showing me
Does it
this,
work?
bro?
Guess you'll have to give it a go yourself and find out. Here, you try writing one.
Why are y'all
Let's
showing me
see
this?
here. Ta-da! I'm done.
Nah, y'all are just
I
evil,
wish
bro.
to be friends with Sugi forever.
What do you think? Think it'll get granted?
Depends if they can read your big clunky handwriting.
Well, I, for one, hope it gets granted. Because the happiest I've ever been is as your friend.
You don't need wishes to keep being my friend, silly.
Genuinely, bro, like, I'm holding back the tears so bad right now, bro.
Cause
Y'all
we're
had
not the type
all
of
this
friends who give
character
up on each other. Okay?
For what, bro? I'm saving. No, I'm ending the video here if it's just an intermission, bro. I don't want to do this no more, bro. Y'all got me sick.
They say some people want children in the same way some kids
Shut
want a
up.
dog.
No, shut up. I'm actually angry. I don't want to do an outro anymore. I'm just gonna end the video, bro. Dog. Like, come on, dog. Like, this ain't even oh my god. I'll see y'all when I make it ready to make the next video, bro. God dang it. Dang it, man.